Hello, and welcome to my ITSL game versus Kaiyan Fan. I had a little break from the game, as you can see by my recent activity, or actually lack of it on my channel. So I'm coming back with new hopes of winning another game in this struggle for world domination, and I am given a decent amount of tools to do that. Oh. Alright, so this is a pretty obvious Marshall Plan headline. The question remains, do I put an additional point into France or Italy? And considering the fact that I don't have socialists, it will probably be Italy. So let's go for it. There is no other good headline, so there is not much to discuss here. This study is of course also good for me. Vietnam revolts is annoying on the other hand, but it's fair. Since I secured Europe with Marshall, he's allowed to get advantage in Asia. And he overprotects Thailand. Sure. Since in the Pakistani war is in my hand, I don't think I will be trying to postpone entrance of Pakistan. And actually, I may do it right away. Let's go for Comecon, I guess, since NATO is already active. And let's grab Pakistan, let's grab Lebanon. So distal is of course my oh Jesus, either hold card or a discard to blockade card. Mm, that's really annoying. I think I may try to quit back. However, I don't know if it's worth to do so. So obviously the other target is Vietnam. We could also space Arab-Israeli war, and then I wouldn't be as worried about my Israeli situation here. I guess I could just grab Egypt, and if he allows me, I can also grab Jordan with Arab-Israeli war, and then that way I will dominate Middle East. And also I will make Arab-Israeli war really safe. Of course, it's kind of inconvenient that I'm already giving up military points, so he is definitely not stressed about them right now. But I want to avoid a situation in which my in which my position in the Middle East worsens and then Arab-Israeli becomes problematic. Okay, so that's really annoying, and I think I have to coup back, so I will just use Warsaw Pact for it. He had Suez, so I'm glad that I went out of Israel. Alright, it worked as well. So the balance remains present in the Middle East. And Fidel is gone. For a while, of course. Sure. Mm. What do we do now? Okay, the most obvious thing is probably capturing Libya. What do I do with DEFCON? Do I want to lower it even further now? I don't think so. I don't think it's a problem, and I already have new ops. Or maybe I just do this. Let's do that. Since Panama is a really good coup target for him right now, I will gladly secure it. Okay, he takes Korea with it probably. And we have the last move. I could of course equalize Asia temporarily, so that's one idea. But that's kind of wasteful. Taking two non-battlegrounds, and it's kind of risky because Decol fixes it. Maybe I just prefer taking Libya. That's a tough one. I think I will go for this. There's not much he can do to deny me access to Libya, especially with Nasser in my hand, but even if I didn't have it, it would still be a pretty tough job for him. Alright, that's a decent hand. I will just go for defectors because there are many cards I would like to not see in headline. Deco is terrible, the goal is bad. Ay! That's very sad. It's truly terrible. Well, that's well played by him, of course. But for just so many cards I wanted to avoid that, I thought playing defectors is worthwhile, and well, now I'm paying the price for the risk I took. I expect him to coup Pakistan. I think that's a really strong play, especially if it succeeds. But even if it doesn't, it's pretty good. However, I'm not. Yeah, I think he will do that. And Fiddle is gone, so he doesn't even have to be stressed about CIA. However, he doesn't because he got DAC, so he will just coup Egypt or Iran. Wow, okay. He doesn't even try to get something in the Middle East. Okay, I think I will spread immediately. Wait, no, wait a second. Angola is a must. Let's say I take Libya as well to make Middle East more expensive for him immediately. And let's go for Burma to put some pressure on Laos. I think that's reasonable. Of course, my hold card will be Distal unless he plays blockade for an event, then I will have to get rid of it. Which means that I will be forced to play Nasser this turn, but I'm fine with it. CIA. What do you have? Jesus Christ. Alright, Red Scar, blockade, decall, Truman independent Reds. Alright. Yeah, that's a pretty scary hand. Basically the reason for which I went for defectors, and he read it correctly, I guess. The question is, do I go for Zaire or do I go for Laos? And I think I go for Laos. Since he let me, I will take it. He can't take Zaire from me yet, so I will stay in my lane. Unfortunately, he doesn't have Middle East, so one of my scorings didn't come, one of my scorings got defected. I will enter Iraq. Until Algeria, I think. I'm entering Iraq because he clearly wants to capture it, and I think it's generally a good idea to spread in the Middle East as USA instead of focusing on only 2 or 3 countries, because that plays really well against Muslim Revolution. I will have access to any place in the Middle East, whatever happens, basically. Now is probably a good moment to play US-Japan. He doesn't know that I don't have nuclear test ban, so I highly doubt that he will go for a Red Scare event into blockade event. And even if he does, I think that's a price I'm willing to pay. I mean, wasting Purge now, especially with defectors gone, would be not a good play by him, I think. Okay, he further invests into Iraq. So obviously now 5-year plan is a thing. I think I should just event 5-year plan now. Like, he probably wants to play blockade this turn, and he probably wants to play it for event. I guess he will do it next. I think he will play independent Reds next, though. So maybe I can wait just a little bit. Because if I were him, what I would try to do is I would try to hold Red Scare Purge and use blockade now to kick this out of my hand. So I think I will now play containment to, I don't know, Panama and India, I guess. And now he will play independent Reds to probably Iraq and, I don't know, somewhere. North Korea maybe, Burma maybe. Yeah, exactly. And now I can event 5-year plan, which means that either I take away his purge, or I hold distal. And of course I could also play Nasser now and hold and let him blockade me, discard distal, and then take away his purge. But the question is, do I prefer to take away his purge, over distal? I'm not sure. Both of those things are great. I really don't want to get purged, but maybe it doesn't matter that much. I think I will try playing it now. Okay, I took away purge anyway. So he will now blockade me and I have to discard. Whoa! Really? I don't think that's the correct play. Why? Wow. Okay, so I don't know, maybe I just got lucky because my whole reading of this situation was completely different than his. Interesting. Why would you do that? Alright, I should probably enter Cameroon, so I will. Okay, so I got to get rid of his purge and I got to hold distal. That's very good. Middle East. So that means that he got Asia scoring, Olympic Games, nuclear test ban, and the goal. Alright. Fidel is back. In the Pakistani war is back. And NATO is back, that's good. Alright. So I expect either the goal or Asia, because those are the only reasonable cards for the headline that I know of. Middle East seems more than reasonable, so I will just go for it, and he goes for the goal. Okay. What do you coup, my friend? Whoa. Really? I disagree with this play, but that's fine. Let's go for Nigeria. That's very unlucky. Yeah, of course, now you do that. Are you serious? Nice. Okay, that really complicates things. Now cooing in the back doesn't really look good anymore. Like if I use a free up to do that, it will be basically 50-50, and even after that, it may just be a core forever. I don't like that. Do I just give up on Nigeria? Maybe that's my bad. Maybe I should have used European unrest for that, but I really didn't expect it to turn out this way. Huh. Alright. He has some obligations in his hand. Maybe I can just enter Colombia and Saharan states and try to create some chaos on the board. Maybe this is the way. No, not that. Or maybe actually I can start with Fidel, because if he takes Zaire, I'm not scared of him taking Zaire over. But maybe I should secure that. Yeah, let's start with it. And see what he comes up with. Of course, now he probably calls Colombia, so I can't enter Nigeria anyway. But if we have a coup war in Colombia, and I happen to win, I can take Venezuela and Nigeria in one move. Okay, that's annoying. That's not enough. I probably should use NATO. Okay. Defectors are gone again. Maybe that's good because that event wasn't an American one so far. Alright, that worked. So, as I said, you can have socialists. And I will have Venezuela and Nigeria. Okay, so that worked. He still has to drop Asia sometime. I think he will do it now. And now it's probably time to space Fidel. That works, and I have a very comfortable AR6 ahead of me. Well, really? Okay, I disagree with that play again. I think he has better things to do with ops than to send them to space. But that's fine. I probably should take Spain at some point, so I can just as well do it now to secure Italy from rush war, which would be really annoying. However, probably I should overprotect them. So I will start with that. Alright. Some problems, some hopes. Probably more hopes than problems. That's not the headline. Africa scoring and South America scoring both look very promising. However, I will surely start with grain sales. If not for any other reason, then at least to deny him a coup, which would be which is really needed by him both in Africa and South America. And I am not amused by that. But maybe it's just good enough for my purposes. Do I even need to discard anything with East Germany being this poor, West Germany? Because I really don't want to give him A and A. But then I would have to give him decal. Nah, I think I will do that. And Egypt. Okay, that was a pretty weird card to get, but I think it's just good enough. Let's see what he comes up with. Arms race, alright. He goes for Europe. Okay. I will let him have it. Of course, there are some concerns considering brush war, but I think on turn 4 that's a risk I'm still willing to take. Of course. Okay, yeah, that's a reasonable play by him. I have absolutely nothing to coup in Africa. I will protect Italy from brush war now. Okay, he drops Europe. That's a great news. That's great news, really. I love it. That means that I'm pretty safe from Europe control for at least some time. And with this huge battleground advantage, he still didn't manage to get anything more. Now let's try to go for African control. So let's just uh, do this. He goes to space. I go to space. Oh, that's convenient. Alright. I'm curious if he starts realigning now. 5-year plan, alright. That's central. Okay, that's a good discard for him, but much worse than Africa or South America, so I'm glad. Okay, that's good for him. I guess I don't have much to show for that, so I will just drop Africa. Okay, so I maybe got a little greedy with that African control. However, that 6 in Saharan states kind of messed with my plans. Of course, I chose to take Argentina with OAS because now Allende uh, will not give him 2 battlegrounds, only 1. I didn't pay attention enough to notice that he is going to skip this turn unless he wants to spend China card. But I guess if I went to Sudan with Allende, he would probably use that China card anyway. So, but maybe forcing him to do so was the right idea. So maybe that's a misplay on my part. I'm not sure, but I would guess so. All right. This time Purge is on my side. That's great. So that's useful. My man in Tehran is decent, but would be better if I didn't have lone gunman in my hand. Dak is a potentially good headline. Gunman is annoying. South African unrest is also annoying, but manageable. Same goes for Quagmire. Kitchen debates. I could consider Quagmiring myself. However, Duck and Cover is potentially a great headline too. However, the problem is that Will Barrio is gone, right? Yeah, he discarded it to blockade. So now Miss Landy is a safe headline for him. And if he does it, I will be screwed if I have to give him Purge. So I basically have to go for Red Scare right away. Okay. Portuguese Empire crumbles. I'm glad to hear it. Makes sense. No scarrings other than Southeast Asia. So let's just do this honestly. Normally it would be oh, never mind actually. The point is that purging him also kind of gives me the comfort of playing Quagmire on myself without being scared that he does something crazy. Of course, now with Brezhnev, purge is no longer like in game, But he had to waste a turn for that, so I'm fine with it. I will discard Liberation, so that outcome is really, really not bad for me. Mm-hmm. Alright, he was there before me, unfortunately. I will get the points back with kitchen debates. That makes sense. Let's secure Africa and enter Mexico, I guess. Okay, so I'm not sure if I want to play my man in Tehran for event. There are just not as many good cards to discard as I would like. Most of them are mostly annoying but manageable. And the big guy Lone Gunman is in my hand. And I needed a card to cool with, which probably is not South African Unrest. So I will start with the cool. Okay, gives me Japan. Okay, I can't really fight him that way. I will space South African Unrest, because I'm going to do it anyway. And I will discard Lone Gunman with pleasure. Get Junta with even more pleasure. And there's not much I can do about that. I think I will not use Junta yet. I will start with 7. Alright. ABM and Junta secured. Salt, Missile Envy, and Brush War are still out there. I think ABM headline is great here. Firstly, because it completely counters Missile Envy, and secondly, because it allows me to strike at Thailand, which I think both are great reasons to do so. Let's see. Great! I'm glad that worked. With how I learned, he can probably try something at DEFCON 4, but the fact that he has to try something at DEFCON 4 is itself good enough for me. Please fail. Okay. He rolled even better, but that's okay. Now I can have a shot at Nigeria and succeed as well. So many big rolls this game. Brush where is gone. Are you serious? Well, okay, that's just awfully unlucky. But what am I gonna do? Let's take back the China card since cultural is gone, so I can secure it for as long as I want to. David to space, that's risky. With Europe control, he probably shouldn't risk DEFCON, but that's his choice. I will realign Chile, but I will do it in a second. I will start with capturing Turkey with Summit. It's something that is easily forgotten by many people, but even if you have all the battlegrounds in a region, to score a control there, you still have to have more countries than your opponent. So if I manage to have more countries, even non-battlegrounds, in Europe at the moment when it's scored, it will still be a draw or his domination. I mean, it won't be his domination if I have more countries, so it would be a draw, not his control. So I guess that's a problem he has to think about. Alright, let's see. I think now it's time for Junta. So let's try to kick him out of Chile, and that worked. He events Che. Uh-huh. Sure, buddy. I could try fighting for Europe this way. I'm not sure if I can win that fight, but if I at least force him to spend some ops there, I make it easier for myself to win this game in a different fashion. Yeah, he goes for Bulgaria, it's fine. I will take Chile. And of course I will event the Pope. Alright, Useful Envy is gone. Then let's just go for the Pope and hope for the best. Southeast Asia is not pleasant. Ussuri River Skirmish gives me some chance of improving that situation. Our man in Tehran is probably the strongest right now, because it's just after the reshuffle and it can snipe European scoring with some probability. So I guess that's something I want to play for an event. Flower power is a decent for as always. South African unrest is annoying as always. So I will probably start with usury and threaten Thailand and grab Laos. And after he does his thing, I will just cool Algeria, probably. Unfortunately, he got the bear trap, so I can't even count on that when it comes to flipping over Europe. No better options than usury, I think. So let's just go for it. Okay, he goes for Cambridge. Was of course a card I knew about, but that only allows him to fix something in Asia. I think he will break Laos, Cambodia, and just take Laos and Thailand with overprotection in his area 1, and he will allow me to coup. I guess that's what I would do with most hands he may have, probably. Yep, that's exactly what he does. So I will of course take this opportunity to coup. Uh, Maybe I coup Angola and then South African unrest is playable, kinda. I guess I can do that because chances of me uh, coupping Algeria successfully are pretty damn low. Okay, he scores Asia 4-0, that's fine. Hmm. Alright, so Southeast Asia won't get better, right? I don't think it will. So I can drop it right now and have more room to react to whatever he decides to do. He spaces, of course he does. And he succeeds, of course he does. Uh, then I guess I can go for nothing. I I still want to hold on to Romanian application. I still don't want to play it. It doesn't look like I will be able to fight him on the country count in Europe, but as long as there is any chance, I will try to stick to it. Okay, let's see if I can snipe Europe. I can't. I don't want that. I don't want that either. The rest can stay. That's a very, very bad event. Whoa, that's actually good for me. Okay, let's just break some stuff. I mean, maybe that's not even good for me because now it means that I won't see this card in the late war. Can I just grab those countries and fight for the country count? I guess I can do that. Warsaw Pact is gone, so screw you. I will take whatever I want to. This may be the first game ever. I mean, in my life, Oh, hello there. Okay, I like that. I like that. Now it hurts even more that he hit that space roll twice in this game. This may be the first game in my life where I force my opponent to take Romania as USSR before I play Romanian application. It's so silly. Of course, now Arab-Israeli war is annoying as well because it suddenly gives him two VPs. Maybe I acted too quickly with that flower power, but I really want to take those two countries before he does anything there. Containment. Alright. so maybe I don't have to give him Rev Israeli war now, because he basically took Romania anyway. I guess. Alright, and he's left with shuttle diplomacy in his hand. Let's see what I get. War games? No war games for me. Solidarity. Solidarity is pretty useless actually, because he overprotected everything. I guess it's purge. I guess it's just purge. So let's go for purge. Okay, that leaves me pretty hopeless. I mean, there's still war games and salt maybe, but of course. Well, I guess grabbing France with nuclear test ban is never a mistake if you can hit brush war reliably enough. That sucks. I hope you enjoyed this game. Thanks for watching, and I guess I will see you in my next video. Now I remember why I needed to take a break.